York, big city of dreams. New York, big city of dreams.
What's going on? This is Jay Ellis from the Knick Of Time show. Here giving you that Knicks talk just in the nick of time. And guess what, guys? The Knicks took care of business. They went into Toronto and destroyed the Raptors 145 to 101. They had a 44-point lead to end the game. Largest lead of the season. So we gonna talk about all the good things that happened. Dante didn't give you the Inferno, but he still gave you 16 points, 5 rebounds, 2 steals, and 2 blocks in a night. Hartenstein gives you 15 points. Bojan wakes up from the Dodgers and gives you 18 points and shoots 4 of 5 from 3. Shout out to Bojan. Josh Hart, he had a 10 assist game today, even though he didn't score a lot of points. Precious Achiuwa had revenge on his mind and returns to Canada with 19 points, 13 rebounds, and 17 of those rebounds being offensive. So shout out to him. All right. Also, Deuce McBride, he had a career tying 29 points with 7 assists and 9 threes for Deuce. Then Brunson had 26 points and 7 assists. We have Mitchell Robinson, who gave you some nice buckets in limited minutes. And the Knicks just played on the string. They had 37 assists. They had 22 threes. And to top it off, the Knicks are in 3rd place tonight because the Orlando Magic and the Cleveland Cavaliers both lost their games. So we sitting pretty, guys. We sitting pretty fellas and ladies, if you're out there watching us. And the Knicks just won, man. We're gonna talk about it all. The good, the bad. There wasn't really any bad. Was there really bad? Maybe outside of the first half? Not really. Not really. It's a deciding victory, and we're just gonna bask in that. All right. So let's just do it. I'm gonna introduce you to my guy, the man, the myth, the legend, the guy with the stats and the facts.
Ryan G's in the building. Pretty easy win for the Knicks tonight. The one thing I did like about this game the most is here's a sign of a dangerous team, because even when Dibs took the starters out and he put the bench guys in there, and guys that don't even get playing time, and those dudes were still playing hard like their life depended on it. The whole team has taken to the culture that Dibs has installed, and when a whole team is together,
yes,
and they follow that same culture and everybody is locked in, that is a sign of a dangerous team.
Absolutely. And that culture permeates from top to bottom. Ryan G, Tibbs was up 30 in the 3rd quarter. Somebody blew a defensive assignment. He blew that whistle and called timeout so fast. And I'm just like, yo, Tibbs, like, you gotta chill out. But no lead is safe with this dude. And that's the way I like it. I like that hard-nosed coaching. I like him keeping everybody on edge and on their toes, because as you can see, because of that type of culture, because of the way he coaches, the Knicks are a leading 13 wire-to-wire wins in the NBA. So that culture that he set has set an example for this team, and we just do not lose leads, and we certainly don't lose the bad teams very often. I mean, maybe twice this whole season. So Tibbs has done a really good job, looking like a coach of the year candidate to me. When you have Julius Randle, who's been missing half the season, Mitch Robinson has been missing half the season, you trade for OG Anunoby, and now he's been missing for 20 certain games, and then you plug and play people, and you still find yourself 16 games over 500, 3rd place in the East. You would have to be blind, deaf, stupid, ignorant, or just a plain hater, Paul Pierce, if you don't think Tom Thibodeau is a coach of the year candidate at bare minimum. For real. For real.
Yeah. What this has done with this team, with the injuries that they've had to face, especially through the second half of the season, is nothing short of a miracle. This man has encouraged his players to step their game up. And when RJ Barrett and quickly was traded, there was some concern about the bench production and how the Knicks are going to account for Quickly's points, and then RJ Barrett, as well. He played a lot with the second unit as well, so there was a lot of question around that. But when those two left, the Knicks believed in McBride, and look what McBride is giving you right now. It's like there's not a game goes by where this guy's not shooting hot from 3-point range and giving you at least 20 a night.
Yeah.
And when the team gets more healthier, you're gonna have more guys move to the bench. Like guys like Josh Hart's gonna move back to the bench. And if Bojan can continue to perform the way he performed tonight, because it's funny because Bad Boys, where Bad Boys who are Will Smith and Martin Lawrence was, towards the end and where they were at their own base, and Martin Lawrence shot that shot and got the guy in the head, and Will Smith was like, "From now on,
That's how you shoot. Yes, exactly.
From now on, that's how you shoot.
That's how you shoot.
That's how you shoot.
You shoot, Miles."
Exactly. But yeah, man, like this team is showing that it doesn't matter what the tempo is. The Knicks could play in transition. The Knicks can play half court. Then on top of that, they have one of the top-rated defenses in the league. The team is just dangerous.
Man, Ryan, I have to talk about Deuce McBride because here's the thing. There's been arguments and debates about whether he's a point guard or not. And I remember I said this last year. Sometimes it doesn't even matter if it's a point guard or not a point guard. Sometimes you just need a dog. And Deuce McBride is just that. He's a dog and he's a ball player. And there was a time, like you said, when we traded for RJ Barrett and we traded Emmanuel quickly and we got back OG Anunoby and he was injured. We were holding our breath from game to game, wondering what we were going to get. Oh, we might win this game or we might lose this game. This steadiness of the ship, to me, all started when Tom Thibodeau put Deuce McBride in the starting lineup and put Precious on the bench versus the Golden State Warriors. Ever since then, there has been a lot less anxiety about how we're going to score and what the defense is going to look like. From that point on, it just seemed like we started to ascend. And, Deuce, he's going to give you that effort. He's going to give you that defense. But on top of that, he gives you instantaneous 40% shooting from the 3-point line next to another 40% shooter in Dante DiVincenzo. Like, I was really excited to see Dante on one corner and OG on another corner. Now we're seeing Deuce on one corner and Dante on the other corner. And I dare you to try to double Jalen Brunson when you have those two snipers who are going to shoot between those eyes. If you dare even help off Jalen Brunson. We got Dante giving you 11 threes last night and Deuce giving you 9 threes today. And Deuce, they asked Deuce, "Oh, was you trying to go for the record?" "Nah, I was just trying to play the game." Deuce is going to break that record, dog. Deuce is breaking that record. There's no doubt about it. That 11 threes a game record, single game Knick record is as good as broken. Because for him to be in the rotation for only a few months and you got to 9 threes is ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
That's definitely facts. And the fact that you mentioned that, Deuce being in one corner and Dante being in another corner when they try to trap Brunson, like this game showed it tonight because here's the difference. Last year in the playoffs when the Knicks had their, had the lineup with, Mitch, Barrett, Brunson, Randall, and etc., right? So whenever they would double Brunson, you had guys around him that didn't really know how to shoot the ball. So the offense would often become stagnant because you would have to force somebody else to score the ball and everybody can just double off of, certain players and leave them open, which would limit Brunson's game. And that would that would make the Knicks offense stagnant. But now you have guys like Dante on the court, McBride on the court. When OG's healthy, he's on the court. And this is the perfect game because in this game, the Raptors try to trap Brunson off of Hart. Oftentimes oftentimes the guy that was defending Hart went to double Brunson, and all Brunson had to do was pass the ball. And the difference is that the teams have to now account for 3-point shooters, on the corners, and which spreads the floor. And then when Brunson passes out that double team, to Josh Hart, whatever the case may be, Josh Hart will drive to the basket, and he would manipulate the defense. And now all of a sudden, you have guys collapsing into the paint, and now all of a sudden you have this guy open at 3,
Exactly.
that guy open at 3,
Exactly.
and the Knicks just shred defenses apart that way. So it shows a huge difference when you put shooting around Brunson.
Exactly. He's shooting around Brunson and even Hart. Because like you said, if you end up passing the ball to Hart goes to the hole. He can lob it to Mitch, which you don't want to do that. And he has 3-point shooters in Dante, Jalen Brunson, and Miles McBride to pass it to. And then you look up and you think Josh Hart's not having a good game, and he has 10 assists. like this team is built ridiculously, and you have to give all the credit to Deuce for being ready, staying ready, starting off the season with only averaging like 4 minutes or so a game, and then ending up playing 40 plus minutes a game and still being efficient and hitting tough three. Ryan, that first 3 Deuce McBride hit was not an easy shot. He's hitting tough threes, quick trigger, form his hand, his quick trigger way over his head with defenses collapsing on him quickly. He's doing amazing with this shot making. And don't look now, the playmaking is stacking. I can see the playmaking stacking confidence. I can see it. Like I saw a couple of times when Brunson was out, Deuce McBride had the ball. He was leading in the pick and roll, and he got into some easy sets and got some baskets out of the pick and roll, making quick decisions, quick crossovers. The hand looks immaculate from 2 months ago. McBride is just stacking confidence and stacking skills, and he's just adding things left and right from week to week, from day to day. He's looking really good right now.
Facts, man. And I think Thip said it perfectly when I think during the post conference after the game, when he was talking about everybody on the team, and he basically said that the confidence that McBride has comes from the work that he puts in. And you can tell McBride is a gym rat. That you can tell that dude is in the gym every single day working on his game, and that's why he has so much confidence. All he needed was an opportunity. He has an opportunity now, and he's showing that he's more than deserving of it. He's taking his opportunity and running with it.
Absolutely. He's doing great. From the threes made to the pull-up midi that he shot with at the buzzer to the assist to his assist making, his passing that he's doing, that he even with his hot shooting still setting up his other teammates all around game. And I have to also highlight the Block Nest Monster. All right. Who do I call him? I like to call him Mitchell Robinson returns. Ebony, I don't know where Ebony is. Ebony, man. This is the post game we've been waiting for. I don't know where she went. Somebody find Ebony. Somebody go find Ebony, because I wanted her for this show so bad. To talk about Mitchell Robinson and his return. But one of the things I'm kind of excited about with Mitchell Robinson's return is Miles McBride, because I feel Miles McBride, when Miles played with Sims in the G League, he threw Sims a lot of lobs. Like that was their thing. And Jalen Brunson, great offensive player. Jalen Brunson's chemistry with Hartenstein has mostly been with that pocket pass. But that lob pass has eluded him. With Mitch coming off the bench, playing with McBride, kind of heading the second unit sometimes, I feel like that lob pass from McBride to Mitch is going to be open all day. So I'm really excited to see that chemistry happen. And I'm happy to see that Mitch did his thing today. He did his thing today, man. What do you think of Mitch's game today? I know you saw it.
Yeah, most definitely. He was impressive coming back. I mean, you have to take into account he's been out for 50 games. That's more than half the season.
Yeah.
And when he came into the game, you saw immediately what the impact he makes on the defensive side of the ball. And I think the one thing I liked, what I saw from Mitch tonight, was his guarding on the perimeter.
Mm.
Because the Raptors went small and they had Jaden McDaniels playing the center position. And Jaden McDaniels had tried to take Mitch off the dribble at least 2 or 3 times in this game, and he couldn't get past Mitch.
Nope.
Mitch shut that down ASAP.
Rocky.
And exactly. And the fact that if Mitch can, and it seems like he's going to get back to his defensive form really quickly based on what I've seen tonight.
Yeah,
It makes
he
me
had.
more confident.
Sorry.
Yeah, it makes me more confident to play guys like Bogdanovic and things of that nature when you need them for some offensive firepower. Because if he's locking down like that on the defense, if he's locking down like that on the perimeter, and then on top of that with the rim protection he had, because I think he blocked like
2 blocks.
shots tonight, I think. Yeah, so yeah, and I also like the fact that teammates were looking for him as well. You know, Brunson when he drove into the basket and he kind of threw that pass to Mitch, he kind of surprised him, but he was able to, still get the hand of the ball and go up for the shot. I think Dante found him as well. I think for a lob also. So I like the fact that his teammates were looking for him, and Mitch was a little aggressive too, coming off the bench. That first quarter, driving to the basket and creating. So I'm definitely excited to see what Mitch is going to bring, and it's going to add another dimension, especially to that bench unit, especially on the defensive side of the ball.
I liked that when he first got in the game, there was no hesitation. Usually, he ain't played ball in a while. You get him on the court. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna work up a sweat. Let me run up and down a couple of times and get myself into a rhythm. Even pass the ball a couple of times, then take a shot. Nah, they gave Mitch the ball. The first time he touched it, he said, go. Straight to the basket. Didn't get the ball by the basket either. He got the ball like a couple of feet behind the foul line. I think the Raptors thought it was sweet. They tried to take the ball from Mitch past the foul line. He's like, nope. Got like a good 5 or 6 dribbles in a row. He thought he was back in Louisiana playing with his boys. Went up and got the basket. I was like, okay, Mitch. Mitch is being aggressive. He was being super aggressive. I almost saw the sham. I almost saw the sham guy. I feel like he thought about it.
It was peaking. It was peaking.
He was peaking. I almost saw a sham guy, Mitch. I felt like he thought about it, then he decided against it. Even like the offensive foul that I didn't even think it was an offensive foul. I thought it was I felt like it was more of a no call. Those were the type of calls that they were kind of not calling for the first month. Those like 50-50 calls, somebody falls, you just keep playing. Like I don't think Mitch got him clean in the chest. I thought he got him in the shoulder. I think it was offensive foul. But even that, I like that. And also just watching Mitch and how he pursues the ball, you kind of forget how big that dude is and how overpowering he is, because you'll see 2 or 3 people try to box him out and he still get the ball. And that's just a super luxury to have. We can just overwhelm bigs with one body. And he did a good job in his short 12 minutes of play. He really did. And
definitely.
And then also too, like people also are kind of concerned with spacing with Mitch. I feel like if we have 3-point shooters like we do, Mitch can provide even more spacing. If they establish Mitch as a lob threat, what happens usually with lob threats are they send help to prevent the lob. Where do teams usually send help from? They send help from the corners. Now, if you're sending help from the corners and you have Miles McBride on one side and Dante on the other, what do you think is going to happen? Splash Brothers. So Mitchell Robinson can absolutely help this spacing if they utilize him as a lob threats, and I hope they do. But I liked how Mitch played today. On his short 12 minutes, didn't score a lot of points. He gave us 8 points, was a plus 14 on the night, only played 12 minutes, and 2 blocks, though. 2 blocks. So Good showing by Mitch in his first game back. Nice little tune-up game.
Yeah, facts. And even though he only had 2 rebounds, I think that doesn't really tell the impact he had on the boards, because a lot of times he was blocking out, or the fact that he was just in the paint. A lot of Raptors navigated to him because they wanted to keep him off the boards, and that caused other Knicks to get the rebounds instead. So I just want to mention that as well. Like, even though he only grabbed 2 boards, he had a bigger impact than that actually on the glass. Stats that don't really show. Like him taking up a space, and and the Raptors kind of doubling him and leaving
Exactly.
stuff like that.
Exactly. Corey Lee says, F that. What about OG in the corner? Dog, it don't matter. OG in the corner, Dante in the corner, McBride. We got all those guys shoot over 40% from 3. You leave those corners open, it's splash bros. Okay? We getting buckets. That's what Mitch is good for. He's a superior lob threat. If we use him as such, it's going to be good news for these Knicks. All right. But shout out to you. Shout out to you for the comment, Corey. And shout out to Picks with Timmy. Shout out to Knicks Nation TV. Shout out to everybody else who's rocking with the KLT show. Vibe Shop, Marshall L. If you like the show, hit that like and subscribe, okay? If you're new to the show, just know we here after every Knicks game, breaking down these Knicks games with our fellow people in Knicks Nation. So we appreciate your support. And we appreciate super chats as well. It helps keep the things going. It just helps keeps the light on. But if you don't have any money, you don't do the super chats. Support, likes, all that stuff is free. Shares also free. All right. So I appreciate you guys for supporting the channel and enjoying our post-game show with us. Sage the Knicks Path, I see you. What's good, Sage the Knicks Path? I can never forget your name on Twitter, bro. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you. But man, yo, you know what's funny enough? Speaking of Mitch and blocking and big men, the precious Mitch minutes, although I was nervous about what the spacing would really look like, defensively, that's just a nightmare. That's just a nightmare. If you want to get a preview of how an OG and Mitch lineup would look, just look how scary the Mitch and Precious line will look defensively, and then imagine adding shooting with that, because it was looking spooky when Mitch and Precious was out there together. Precious had started off kind of tentatively, but ended up with a whole 19 point, 12 rebound, 7 offensive rebound night. Like what? 6 offensive rebound, my bad. Like, what are you doing? And you know what, too? I might just give you 2 blocks, too. Oh, you know what? I'm also going to just give you a steal. It's funny. I felt like he was kind of tentative to start, but then after a while, he got his juices going, and he just wanted to make that statement. It's like, you should not have traded me. You should have kept me. This is what you're missing. What'd you think of the precious minutes?
Yo, it was like what I said in the chat. It's like when both those guys on the court together, it's like board man gets paid, because they were killing them on the glass. It was like every shot the Knicks threw up, they would just gobble up the offensive.
You said board man gets paid?
For real, because it's like, yo, because Mitch is there taking up space, and then if Mitch don't get it, Precious is there to get the offensive rebound and just put it back in. It's like, yo, the Raptors could not grab no boards.
Nah.
So both of them court at the same time, and then defensively, it was just straight Akon locked up. They won't let me out.
Oh.
And it's like, and it's like the healthier Mitch gets, combined with Precious, and you could just imagine if Tom Thibodeau has the nerve, the audacity, the unmitigated gall to add OG with those two. Oh,
why? Why would you? I mean, if you want to stop, I mean, the versatility of this team. If you want 3-point shooting, you're just like, you know what? I just want to put all shooters out there. You can just be like, all right, I'm gonna have Brunson, McBride, Dante, OG, and Bojan out there or whatever. You can do something crazy like that. And if you want to go all defense and go crazy, you can go Mitch with OG, with Deuce, with Precious. Yeah, you can go nuts. You can go absolutely nuts either way you want to go. And that's what makes this team kind of fun. Like, even though this is not 2K, in your mind, you're kind of playing 2K with all the type of various lineups you can do with this team. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy.
All facts, man. It's definitely gonna be scary hours. Like once OG comes back healthy, oh boy, that defense is gonna be turned up another notch, and teams are going to have hell scoring against this Knicks team.
Exactly. Get back soon, OG. But good game by Precious Achua, man. I know people kept talking about we got to keep Precious Achua at all costs. I know Lee has been saying that. I'm telling you, man, it's going to be rough keeping him. It's going to be rough. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to do it when we have Mitch here and Hartenstein here. Like there are going to be teams who are going to want to pluck Precious from us, especially he was the third center tonight, and that third center gives you a double-double. Teams are going to go after him. I can definitely see OKC calling for sure. For sure. So, but good game by Precious. It's funny. I seen the Raptors are talking about. I saw like a video like today actually. Raptors fans was talking about Precious looking like a different player and what the Knicks did to unlock Precious, keeping the game simple and not overextending him offensively has made him look better. And that's what Tom Thibodeau does. He makes the game simple for players. He makes people look better. And he's done a hell of a job developing another guy in Precious Achua on top of my Deuce McBride, Emmanuel Quickly. The list goes on. Shoot, even Jalen Brunson turned into an all-star. Playing with the great Tom Thibodeau. All right, let's do it.
That's facts. And can't forget Julius Randle too. Remember the player Julius Randle was before he came to the
Can't
Knicks?
forget it. Can't forget Julius Randle too. You cannot. Absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Yo, salute to the chat. I see you, Black Set. Salute to you. Salute to Picks for Timmy. Salute to Just Knicks. Thank you for rocking the show. If you like the show, hit that like and subscribe, man. We have the Every Game Talking Knicks basketball. So definitely check your boys, the KOT show. And put an APB ad on Ebony. This is Mitch's first game back in a Knick uniform, and she is not here to talk with us about Mitch. I mean, wrong button.
Bro. It's definitely a bro.
Come on, Ebony. I know she's. Shout out to Ebony. We love her. We love her. I know she's a mom. She's probably tired and knocked out from watching a blowout.
Or something, yeah. I would have at least thought, even if she was tired, that the Mitch excitement would have at least kept her awake, though. I would have thought that at least.
I think so too. I know what it was. I think she was so excited. I saw that she did a space, so she probably had like 30. She probably did like 30 spaces and was conked out by the time the game came on. Man. She probably saw Mitch plays 12 minutes and went right to sleep after that. But shout out to our girl Ebony. But also, there was sightings today, man. There was a Bojan sighting today, man. I see Lee. Lee was in the group text getting hyped that Bojan had a good game because he's been calling him Bojan Bogdanovic for about a month. But this is probably one of the smoothest Bojan games I've seen in a while. And one of the things that made this Bojan game stand out is his moving off the dribble. Every time this man put the ball on the floor, he looked like a complete basket case. But today, he was doing the one dribble pull up. He was giving me the little Allen Houston moves. He was making moves off the dribble and hitting the buckets. I felt like he was keeping things a little bit simple. I think that's just the key to getting all these players in the right mindset and scoring efficiently. Keeping the game simple. It was one or two dribbles, pull up. Not sometimes he's got the ball and shot it. So this is one of Bojan's most efficient games he's had in a very long time. Shot 63% from the field, 4 of 8 from 3, 18 points, was a plus 16. Gave a damn defensively today. Bojan, we're going to need you during the playoffs. We're going to need that shooting during the playoffs. Good to see you, man. Good to see you actually have a good game and stop building, as Ryan G would say, new brownstones in Brooklyn. All right, with all the bricks.
Facts. Bojan definitely had a good game tonight. Finally shot the ball well. I think he shot 4 or 5 from 3, which is very good. And it's kind of funny because I think it was Knicks memes who posted, and he basically said that Bojan Bogdanovic, he either looks like the European Carmelo Anthony or looks like a truck driver the way he plays. And tonight he looked like the European Carmelo
Oh
Anthony with the
yeah,
way he played.
he definitely looked like Euro Mello today for sure.
Exactly.
He definitely
Yeah,
looked like
but
Euro Mello for sure. At least Mello from the left side. At least Beasley.
exactly.
At least
Exactly.
Beasley. And we'll talk about Beasley a little later. But at least Beasley.
Exactly. His 3-point shot was dropping, and like you said, he kept it simple with the pull up jump. I think he had one shot in the corner, and he saw that the Toronto Raptor defender closed them out. He just dribbled in once, took the mid range baseline jumper, hit that, and also and I think he also hit another mid range jumper like near the free throw line as well. So yeah, I mean, if he could just keep it simple, like you said, like take the three. If the three's not there, take 1-2 dribbles and pull up jumper. Hey, that's all. That's all he needs to do. He doesn't need to do anything fancy.
Does not need to do anything fancy. Get the buckets and get out. I ain't gonna hold you. There was a point in the game where I felt like Tibbs took him out too fast. He ended up playing 16 minutes. I'm like, yo, let that boy run. He's been trying to get a rhythm this whole time. I think in the first half, he scored a few buckets in a row and Tibbs took him out. I was like, nah, Tibbs, let that ride. He's been sucking for a week and a half. Let him keep shooting. Let him keep shooting. They could not stop that man. Let him keep shooting. But he played 16 strong minutes today and did his thing. So I'm glad that he played well. Shoot, we even saw some Shake Milton minutes. You seen that? But of course, we got to talk about Jalen Brunson, man. We got another ho hum, 26 points, 7 assists tonight. Another ho hum day from one of the best scorers in the NBA. Top 4 players in the NBA, top 5 scoring NBA player. Number 5 in scoring, Jalen Brunson. You have all these no-name game guys guarding him. I just felt like this is like a nice get back into rhythm game because he got back into rhythm the last game. I feel like he continued that this game, working on his off the dribble moves in the paint, get that efficiently as he could. Jalen Brunson did his thing, and even the passing, like I said. The chemistry between him and Hartenstein has grown exponentially. One of the passes of the day to me was when Jalen Brunson passed the ball between 2 players to Hartenstein for a dunk. Jalen Brunson's passing is growing leaps and bounds. One of the benefits of him having to play make even more without Julius Randle has just been his growth as a playmaker. So I'm like what I saw from Jalen Brunson today. So shout out to him. And Jalen Brunson's game, man. He's just that guy. He's just him.
Facts. Jalen Brunson is what I like to call a 9-to-5 player. Basically, when I call a player a 9-to-5 player, that means he's consistent. Every day, clocks in, do what I gotta do, clock out. And that's basically what Jalen Brunson is.
Punch that ticket.
Level to this, and Jalen Brunson's at pretty much at the highest level of it, of consistency, where it's like, when he plays, he's gonna give you at least 26, 27 points. And yeah, and I like the fact that, it's come to a point where, like you said, his playmaking has definitely gotten better this season. And I think that's attributed to the players that he has around him, because
That's true.
Now Jalen Brunson has players that he knows that if he does get doubled, he can just pass the ball out and the ball's gonna be passed around and the Knicks are gonna be able to get a good shot off of the passing or whatever the case may be. And sometimes Jalen Brunson will pass the ball knowing that he's gonna get the ball back. And then when he gets the ball back, he's in a better position to create a shot for himself and score the rock as well. So yeah, this was just basically a typical game from Jalen Brunson. I mean, 26 points, 7 assists, like it's to the point where we expect that from Jalen Brunson every night.
Yeah, we do expect it. And he gave you 26 points and didn't really even play in the fourth quarter. It was garbage time for most of that fourth quarter. So you want to talk about the stats? Under 30 minutes a day, 28 minutes and 31 seconds, really important stat as well. 57% from the field. Jalen Brunson turned in another game. So salute to Jalen Brunson. Big win, man. It's a small win because, listen, at the end of the day, Raptors didn't have, 4 starters or whatever. But, we know how the deal is. We missing starters for most of the year. The Knicks did what they had to do, and we kept it pushing. And listen, man, it's just I'm more and more confident each and every day that this Knicks team is extremely dangerous. I just want Julius Randle back as soon as possible. That's really what it is. A healthy Julius Randle back as soon as possible. Because I really feel like this man with this team, how deep it is, can be extremely dangerous. A contending team, a championship caliber team. It's exciting to watch. It's really exciting to watch. I have all my years of watching Knicks basketball. The way this team has dismantling teams night after night has been a godsend. And I can't wait till OG Anunoby comes back too, because apparently he's getting slightly better. It seems like the Knicks are being cautious with him. But the moment OG comes back, it's gonna be different. It's gonna be a different animal. For sure. But yo, salute to the chat. Salute to Coach CR617, Kareem Grant. Appreciate you, man. I haven't seen you. What's up, Kareem? I haven't seen you in a minute. Alexander, was good. Shout out to you. Hope you guys are enjoying the show. I don't know if there's anything else you wanted to say, Ryan G. Anything you want to get off the chest about the game?
Let me see. Is there anything else I want to mention? I mean, McBride, game high plus 40. The Knicks had 37 assists tonight, which is also a big stat. They out rebounded the Raptors by 14 on the board. Another big stat. And yeah, and even points in the paint, 56-46. So I mean, Knicks pretty much dominate on all levels. And we didn't even get to mention like guys like DiVincenzo who dropped 16 points. I mean, nowadays that's like a
Yeah,
mediocre game for DiVincenzo.
he got 40 yesterday. 15. Okay, all right.
Exactly. And Isaiah Hartenstein giving good play as well, 15 points, 4 rebounds. So you got to shout those guys out as well. But yeah, all around game for the Knicks. I mean, this was by far like the Knicks' best offensive performance all season.
I can see that. All right. Coach CR said 617 said, I saw Shake and Deuce for 1 minute, but I think it can work next year. Shake was shaking. But that's an interesting statement you made there, Coach. Which kind of brings me to another topic, actually. Because speaking of point guards, hold on a second. Oh, of course I don't have it right now because my thing messed up. But speaking of point guards, there is a point guard that the Knicks have had in the tuck for a while now. Rokas, Jokubaitis. News has come out that Rokas, Jokubaitis. I'm sorry, hold on. I got this old ticker. Ooh. Do I have? There we go. Rokas Jokubaitis is expected to leave Barcelona at the end of the season. The player will play in the summer league to pursue the NBA dream should he stay in Europe. Zalgiris Kaunas is the favorite to sign the Lithuanian point guard. So we got Jokas, who wants to make his way to the NBA. And I'm not gonna lie. I mean, we got Shake here, we got Deuce McBride. I've always had one eye on Jokas, man. I'm not gonna hold you. He played very well for FIBA. I think he averaged around 12 points, around 55% from 3, and 50% from the field, 5.8 assists. He set up his guys really well, dead eye shooter. Really, really, really good player. So I would keep a lookout for that. I don't know what the Knicks are looking at next season. I expect Alec Burks not to be here anymore. I know the Knicks are going big game hunting. If they do go big game hunting and our assets are depleted, I could probably see them bringing over Jokas here. Hopefully they don't go big game hunting. I like to see this team kind of stay together a little bit and gain some chemistry and maybe just plug him in outside of Alec Burks or something. I don't know. What do you think about that? Hold on a second. Hold on a second. They said you're muted? Hold on. What happened? What happened? That's weird. Hold on a second.
Hello?
Say something, Ryan G.
Can y'all hear me? Hello? Testing, testing. Y'all hear me?
Yeah, do I hear Ryan? Do I hear Ryan now?
Okay, yes. All right, they saying I'm good.
I
All
think
right.
the Zoom, something happened with the audio on. Let's see. All right, see what you were saying about Jokubaitis again. I'm sorry. I think it's that
All right.
screen.
Yeah, no, basically I was saying that if you look at the Knicks roster, I think Burks is going to be gone. I mean, he's going to be a free agent at the end of the season. Shake Milton, I don't think he's going to really be here next season as well. So I think the Knicks are probably going to have to pick up another guard, thinking about it, to at least, a guard that could bring off the bench along with McBride. And I know the Knicks been keeping Rokas in their back pocket. I'm pretty sure they've been monitoring him his time in Barcelona. So I think if he has a good showing in summer league, I think the Knicks may sign him on a cheap deal because I don't think it's gonna take a lot to really sign him to bring him on board. So it's probably a deal where the Knicks can probably save some money so they can have some money to go elsewhere to sign other players and keep him as a cheap option on the team to back up, probably Dante DiVincenzo or just to be another backup guard to complement McBride on the bench.
Got you. I saw a comment from Coach CR617. I think did you say something about you think that he didn't want to come over unless he was guaranteed a position? Is that what you said, Coach? I think I heard him say that. I didn't read that. I can see him saying that, but truth be told, like most players have to earn their keep here. I don't know any player who comes over here who just kind of just starts automatically or even gets a bench role automatically like that. I can see it being, but I can see him getting, depending on the situation, especially the way the cap is set up, I can see him kind of getting not big minutes, but I can see him getting some minutes if he's here, depending on what the Knicks do with Shake Milton. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I can see him kind of being here.
Yeah, like I can see him as like a definite like cheap option
For sure.
for the Knicks, like, sign him and bring him on board, and have some money left over to go elsewhere to sign other guys.
Absolutely. Because the Knicks have been extremely frugal with the way they use their picks and their money. And of course, the Knicks want to avoid that second apron. So I can see them trying to get a cheap point guard like him. And shoot, Deuce McBride is already here. Man, can we talk about Deuce McBride's contract is even, man. Deuce McBride is not even getting paid $1 million this season, man.
Facts.
He's not even getting paid $1 million this season. Like we have Deuce McBride locked up for 3 seasons. This season, he's 925,000. Next season, he's 1.5 million. The next season after that is 1.8 million. And we have that guy here for 3 years locked up and shooting 40% from 3 in a defensive lockup guy. That's crazy. That's ridiculous.
Not even just that. Dude's played like 40 plus minutes a game doing all that too. And he's only on that kind of a contract, which is wild.
Do you understand the contracts we have in this league? That's ridiculous. Hold on, man. We have Deuce. Who's last year he's making 1.8 million. We have Dante, who is the fourth. He's fourth in the league in 3-point scoring. He's making 11.4 million next year, 11.9 million the season after that, and 12.5 million the season after that. And he's fourth in the league in 3-point shooting. Buddy Hield gets paid way more than him, and he was doing that a few years ago. We have him at 12 or 11.5. Then you have Jalen Brunson, who is a top 5 scorer in the NBA, and we have him for under 30 million. This front office, I don't understand how you don't even consider this front office for executive of the year.
Facts.
Like that is what. How do you have these contracts producing the way they are? Like this is that. Lock him up, man. Leon should go to jail. Leon should go to jail with Trump and Hillary Clinton. Like, lock him up. Because he's robbing these people out here. Crazy. Crazy, yo. And then Mitch's contract is descending. Mitch is making $10 million in like year 4. Like, yo, Leon is wild, man. Leon is wild.
Leon the Don.
Leon is the Don, man. I need him to listen. I need him to negotiate my contract for my job because I need a raise.
For real.
Yo, salute to the chat, yo. I see picks for Timmy is in the chat. I see picks for Timmy is in the Discord. I'm gonna bring him in as soon as I unlock my computer. Hold on a second. But salute to the chat. Shout out to Brooklyn Butch. Shout out to Marshall L. Shout out to Alexander. If you're new to the chat, hit that like. If you're new to the chat, just say new so I can shout you out. And thank you guys for sharing and sharing the KOT show. I seen somebody told me they shared it on what's that key? On Reddit. Brought some new folks in here. So shout out to people who share it on Reddit, on Facebook. If you're sharing it, if you thank you guys for sharing. If you guys do share, make sure you put the link to our YouTube channel or whatever episode you like or whatever. It helps cut down on the stats because people sometimes get lazy. So sometimes it's cool to tell them about us, but also drop that link in whatever social media platform that you're sharing us. But I appreciate you guys for helping us get out the word because, the subscriber count has bumped up ever since that's happened and the shows have been great. So I appreciate you guys and y'all support. All right. But I see picks for Timmy in Discord. If you want to chat with us for a second, click that link in the Discord at the top and you can chat with us live. All right. So I'm about to bring Timmy in real quick to talk some Knicks basketball. Let's get it.
How these dudes are going to play together.
Yeah. All right. Yo, Timmy, my bad. So you live right now on air at the KOT show. I think I caught you off guard a little bit.
Yeah. What's good, Jay Ellis, man? How you doing, man? What's good, Ryan G? Stats and the facts. What's good, my guys?
What's going on, man?
Chilling, bro. Yeah, y'all caught me off guard the last couple of times. I'm starting to believe it's a conspiracy, yo. Y'all trying to get Fritz to throw me off before I get thrown. It's all good, bro. It's all good, man. Yo, just a few things to point out, man. Few things to chop it up about. I think y'all covered pretty much everything with the game, man. Looking forward towards this last stretch of games here, man. I'm very excited, man, because we haven't had an opportunity to get to see our potential starting 5 healthy all the way, which is a good and a bad thing because we're going into the playoffs with, the lack of rhythm may be a concern if we are able to get everybody back, but also opposing NBA coaches are not going to have that game footage of what our starting 5 is going to potentially look like together. So we get a chance to see what I'm really interested in, that Celtics game. If they do decide to play their starters, I want to see how Tibbs is going to defend Kristaps. Because me and Fritz were just talking about it a second ago, that the way that the Celtics were stretching the floor, Kristaps pretty much barely came past half court last game. But we really weren't as connected defensively as we are now, especially with OG. So I'm interested to see kind of what we do in that situation. And another thing, this is another playoff side note. Me and Fritz were chopping it up about kind of that Miami series and the use of Josh Hart. Last year, Tibbs' affinity for Josh Hart kind of lost us that series, to be perfectly honest.
It did.
Once he found out like he was not going to be able to hit that 3, because he came in hitting the 3 at like a 36% clip for like the first couple of games we got him after the trade. So Tibbs was just thinking, all right, I could rock with it. But when he went cold, it was time to go away from that hand and he didn't move. This year, what I like, the adjustment that Tibbs made, instead of stashing him in the corner, for a corner three option and off of like a dunker spot roll, he's allowed Josh Hart to be able to play make.
Yeah.
So Josh Hart has become that Elmer's glue. Like this dude is pretty much the glue between the first and the second unit. You saw Tibbs try it with Julius Randle. He tried it with OG for a little bit. He tried it with Brunson. When we had RJ here for a little bit, he would try to use him for that transition. But Josh Hart is the key, like the key at that spot to be able to glue that transition from the first and second unit. And now that he's going to be going to second minute units, man, I just love the opportunity for him to. He's damn near Swiss Army knife, bro. Like 10 assists. You want that? You need rebounds tonight. I got 10 rebounds for you. You need 10 points off just fast breaks. I can push the pace for you. It's amazing to have that out there. And now we got shooters who are actually knocking stuff down. We've been able to get, to be honest with you, we've been able to get quality 3-point shots. The looks have been there for the past 2 years.
Yeah.
We just haven't been able to hit them.
Nah. I agree.
So yo, man, like I am really excited about this team, and I'm jumping out the window. I'll see y'all in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Let's go.
Let's go get it, yeah. We outside.
We outside, damn it. Now we outside, yo. Yo, I need to touch on a bunch of things he said. First, I'm gonna say this. Yes, Tibbs made the adjustment, but also personnel makes a huge difference. We did not have the luxury last year of having actual shooters to kick it out to. So like it is true that we did lean on Josh Hart too much in that Miami series. I felt like as bad as Quentin Grimes was shooting last season in the Miami series, for some strange reason, Miami respected him more. So they actually closed out on him. Even though he was bricking, they actually closed out on him. But they was not closing out on Josh. And Josh was scared to shoot. So the fact that we have more shooters even now allows Josh Hart to play make this year even more than last year, in my opinion. So yes, he adjusted, but also the personnel also helps. It's kind of a bit of both. Also, I'm also very curious to see how we guard the Celtics. The Celtics to me is still our biggest test defensively. OG is going to help us a ton. I do feel like we can put OG on Tatum, but Kristaps is still like the mystery. Like, how do we guard him? We put Hartenstein on him. We put Mitch on him. Like that's still the thing. Shoot, I almost feel like maybe we should try out some Sims on Kristaps. You know, like get him some playoff minutes on Kristaps. Sims and OG has some super crazy switchable type of big men. I don't know. Maybe that's even. I don't know. I'm brainstorming here. I'm not sure if he would do that, but I'm very curious to see how we would guard the Celtics.
Yeah, I think when it comes to the Celtics, to be honest, although Jason Tatum is the Celtics' best player and Jalen Brown can be a problem as well, those two guys don't really concern me the most because I feel like with OG here, I think OG does have the ability to slow down either Tatum or Brown, and also feel like as if the Knicks defensively as a whole should be able to at least slow those guys down. You're not going to stop them completely because they're good, because they're great players, but you can at least make it difficult on them to get their baskets. I think the Knicks defense will do that. I think the biggest concern is, of course, Kristaps Porzingis, because he's a guy where he's very difficult to guard because he's like a 7'3" big that range for days. So it's like even if you guard him at the 3-point line, he can still let that thing go from like feet behind the 3-point line and still make it.
Yep.
And although Mitch looked like he's a better defensive perimeter defender. You have Sims that can defend on the perimeter as well. I think Porzingis is the main X factor. I think if the Knicks can find a way to really shut him down, the Knicks are beating the Celtics.
Yeah.
Because the guys, I think the Knicks can slow them down enough for them to at least make it difficult for them to score. But Porzingis is the X factor. If the Knicks find a way to really shut him down, the Knicks can beat the Celtics and find themselves in the NBA Finals.
Yo, here go coach. Here go coach. Here go Coach Sire 607. Key to beat the Celtics is to beat KP in the paint. No Diddy.
Oh man!
Oh my
No
god.
Diddy really replace pause.
Oh yo, no
We
Diddy.
say no Diddy now.
This Diddy stuff is crazy, man. I know Russell Simmons got Diddy the location. I know he dropped Diddy the location. I know he did. It's crazy.
Oh man.
Romeo says Precious Shua could guard Porzingis.
Size wise, no, but
Activity wise, yes. Size wise,
yeah, Porzingis can just shoot over
that post, mid post, Dirk thing that he learned might be a long night for him. I don't know. Might be a long night. I feel like it has to be Hart or Sims. I don't know. Or maybe Mitch too. I don't know. We just get out the wall of Madam and see what sticks.
Exactly. Everybody gotta
try it. Everybody gotta try it, yo. Oh man. All right, yo. It's time for that part of the show, man. It's time for that part of the show. I like to call this part. Oops. I like to call this part. The bruh picks. My bad. Bruh picks are usually the worst plays of the game. Sometimes it's not even the worst play of the game. It could be any game. It could be any game that happened this week. Or sometimes it's not even a game. It's just something stupid, something dumb, idiotic that you want to point out that's stupid or dumb. Like Paul Pierce, who we give a bruh every game just because he's breathing today.
Gilbert Arenas too.
Oh, Gilbert Arenas, yeah. Just cause. You just gotta keep y'all sharp. We just gotta let you know that these guys aren't really out here. But actually, Ryan G brought something to the group chat. So before I even start the bruh check, I don't even know if this is a bruh pick. This is just funny.
I don't know, Jealous. You want to take that one or should I take it?
Dude, go ahead if you want.
All right, so I'll take that one then. Let me just plug in my computer right quick because it gave me the warning, low battery. The one that shut down on me.
Got you.
All right, so I'm gonna go through my broad picks right now. First broad pick goes to Draymond Green. I'm gonna say the best for last, but my first broad pick goes to Draymond Green. Tonight against the Magic, my guy gets kicked out of the game after 3 minutes of play. He argues a call, he gets a quick double technical, he gets thrown out the game, and then on top of that, after he gets thrown out the game, I don't know if Steph Curry was like, I don't know if he was going through it or I don't know what the case was, but my guy Steph Curry looks so frustrated after seeing Draymond Green get kicked out of the game. I think my guy Steph Curry's like, yo, why this guy cannot control his damn self? Like, I need him on the court, and he's out here getting thrown out after 3 damn minutes.
Draymond, man. Draymond already pretty much cost his team a play-in spot because of his antics in the beginning of the season where he had to sit for most of that season. Now they're fighting for their lives. For him to do that with 3 minutes in the first quarter, if I was Curry, man, I'd be frustrated too.
Facts, and the funny thing about it is that the Warriors actually beat the Magic, which is hilarious.
So, on that note, because of that, the Knicks are now in third place. All right.
Facts.
So thank you, Steph, and thank you, Magic.
Sir. My next broad pick goes to Kelly Olynyk in this game against the Knicks because my guy was driving down the lane.
Oh my God! Can I even find that?
Wide open for 3 on the wing, and he was open, but my guy threw the ill pass in the corner. Nobody was home. Out of bounds.
That pass is crazy. That pass is. I can't even find that. Next one.
Next broad pick goes to RJ Barrett and Scotty Barnes because we have eyes. And I saw how y'all acted when Precious Achua baptized one of your players. RJ Barrett forgot he was on the Raptors. My guy, RJ Barrett thought he was on the Knicks and got up out of his seat. And even Scotty Barnes even made it a reaction and then he stopped himself right quick, like, oh, wait, I forgot. Let me stop right quick. Let me stop.
You know what I call that? The rare Ubera.
Oh,
bruh. Because that dunk was crazy. That was like, you're gonna trade me? You're gonna trade me? Like, you just threw me into a trade. It was an OG out of nowhere trade. He was like, oh, just take him too. Bow, dunked it on your head. Yeah. And then bruh. I was laughing, forgetting y'all not on the Knicks anymore. But woo, that dunk was crazy. That dunk was crazy.
For real. And my last broad pick goes to Nate Robinson and Michael Beasley. And here's the thing. This is why I don't get into GOAT arguments, because with GOAT arguments is very subjective. Certain people like certain players more, certain play styles more, and things of that nature. Some people say Michael Jordan is the GOAT. Some people say LeBron James is the GOAT. Some people say Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is the GOAT, and the list goes on and on. This is something where not everybody's going to come to a consensus about. So a lot of times I keep myself out of the GOAT debate, because to me it's like, you have your opinion, I have my opinion. I can't sway your opinion. You cannot sway my opinion. So it really makes it doesn't make sense to argue about it.
I like this opinion, because this is like, this was Nick on Nick violence though, so I'll allow this.
It was. So two former Knick greats were going at it. Michael Beasley I think he was on a podcast. I forgot which podcast it was, but he was basically saying how LeBron James is the GOAT. Basically saying that if you compare LeBron James in every stat category for every position, that was his argument. He says LeBron James is better than everybody, and therefore he's the GOAT. So now Nate Robinson comes into the chat, and Nate Robinson is talking for Jordan, saying how Jordan is the GOAT, and basically made his point as to why Jordan's the GOAT. Said this guy, Michael Beasley, should stop smoking weed. And then Michael Beasley was like, all right, if you want to go there, you want to be petty with talking about I should stop smoking weed, I'm going to be petty too. And refer to you getting knocked out by Jake Paul in the damn ring. Doing the damn play.
Can I read it? Bruh. I'm gonna read it. I'm not gonna read that first word. Nate Robinson. Stop smoking weed. The reason we say Jordan the best is because we have eyes and can see his game is just better, bro. It's okay. We know you Bron fan, and that's okay. But Jordan made every human on the earth want to be like Mike Lowe and wear his kicks. I still haven't seen one human wear LeBrons with jeans or any regular outfit. And you know Michael Beasley's sensitive about the weed.
Yes.
And he replies, at Nate Robinson, ouch. I thought we were friends. I get no one agreeing with my opinion, but that jab hurt worse than seeing you plank on TV. Why you have
man
to do him like Nick on Nick violence.
Two former Knick greats going at each other. Jeez.
Two greats. Now that I posted that, we never gonna have Nate on now. So if Nate ever comes on, we're gonna have to delete this episode. We're gonna have to just edit this part out.
Exactly. Yo, Nate still coming out show. Yo, we love you.
Yeah, we love you, Nate. Nate the Great, man. One of the best dunkers in the league. One of my favorite Knicks to watch in a long time during those dark times. I love Nate Robinson. Sure.
Facts.
All right. That's the show, man. That's the show. I hope you guys liked it. Appreciate you guys for rocking with us. If you like the show, hit that like and subscribe and share. Spread the word. The KT fam is here, and this is the place to be after every post game. So definitely share the content. Also, shout out to JT Reddick, Gregory Lee. Everybody's rocking with the show. I appreciate you guys. And also super chats are welcome. It helps keeps the lights on and keeps things moving. And also cash apps and all that stuff is welcome. There's links to all that stuff in the description, I believe. So you can definitely check that stuff out as well if you want to help support the show. But if you can't do that, the likes are free, the shares are free, and just spread the word to help the KOT family grow. And thank you guys who joined and subscribed this year, man. You've helped us out. You become one of us, and I appreciate you guys for joining. All right. Cool.
Facts. And coach, we did Monty Williams the last show. He was on the bro pick. He was the bro pick for the last show. That's why we ain't bring him up for this show.
Oh yeah. He definitely was the bro pick for the last show. I should have made I need a clone. I need like a freaking jutsu or something to clone. But yeah, I should have clipped that one for YouTube short because that was pretty funny. But he's definitely a bruh. Yo, salute to you, JT, man. He says, salute to KOT. He sends a $4.99 super chat. Appreciate you, JT Reddick, one of the OGs in the chat. All right. Salute to you guys. Yeah, Knicks Nation, we're in the Eastern Conference Finals, says Griggly. Hell, you're damn right. Let's go. Let's get it.
Facts.
Let's get it. All right. That's the show. Thank you guys for watching. Ryan G, let them know where you can find you, man.
You can find me on Twitter at RyanGKOT. You can also find me on Instagram at Sir G is Chillin'.
Sir G is chilling.
That's SIR. G is CHILLIN.
Yo, shout out to my boy Edson Sean, man. Shout out to Edson.
Yes, sir.
I wish I had access to the Instagram from this computer over here. Because if you know, you know. Can I even get in on Instagram over here? Can I get in on Instagram over here? Cause my computer's been acting hella weird, yo. Hella weird. But shout out to our guy, Edson Sean, who actually went to the Knicks game the other day. And he ended up sitting at Celebrity Row.
Yeah. My guy had those front row seats.
Word. And if you guys who even know Edson Sean is, he was one of the original members of the KOT show. So I just want to show him some love real quick.
Facts. In case I don't know if Jay will be able to pull up the picture, but if you go to the Knicks IG for the Pistons game that passed, if you look at the Celebrity Row pictures, I forgot that actress that he was sitting next to, but like you'll see him with the gold chain and the Ewings on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's Edson Sean.
Yo, Edson, you gotta get us up, man. You gotta pull some strings.
Facts.
There will not be a pod. Yo, I'm telling you right now, there will not be a pod if I get to be on Celebrity Row and Ryan G go. That's half. Maybe Lee can hold it down.
For real.
If I'm gonna be on Celebrity Row, man, listen, the pod will be the next day.
It would be a wrap, yo. Celebrity Row to enjoy a Knicks game? What?
Matter of fact, I have to buy a whole new gear. I can't even just.
For real, you gotta show out.
You gotta show out. You can't just be on Celebrity Row. Just be. Hold on, where's my guy? There we go. Hold on, I found him. There he is. Yeah. If you know, you know.
Go. Edson.
Shout out to the OG KOT members, my guy Edson Sean. All right. If you know, you know. Well, the original KOT members out there. Who was with us on SoundCloud when we was dropping on YouTube in 2019? 2018, one of those years. All right, cool. That's the show.
I got one more bro pick. It just popped up to me right now.
Shoot, what you got?
My next bro pick goes to Kelly Oubre because, you know what? First of all, snitches get stitches because ESPN told on this guy. So basically, after the Clippers game tonight, the Sixers and the Clippers, Oubre was driving to the basket. He thought he got fouled by Paul George. Ref didn't call it. I mean, me personally, I think the call was questionable because I think PG had verticality. So the ref's not making the call. I can kind of understand, especially with them letting, more things go. But my guy Ube was so heated where they caught this guy on camera, and he went up to each and every referee, and he was like, "You a bitch, you a bitch, you a bitch."
Bruh. Yo, that's funny. That's funny. Oh man, I kind of respect it. I don't know. It's kind of gangster. I don't even know.
Hey, I respect it, but at the same time, they told her that man about to get fined.
Yeah, for sure. For sure, he gonna get fined. You can't just call all the refs. Yeah, no, you can't do that. You can't do that. But good one, Ryan G. Oh man, yeah. All right, Ryan. Let them know where can find you, sir.
Oh, I already told them.
Oh yeah, okay, my bad.
Yeah.
I'm tired though. I've worked hard all day. All right, you can find us at the KLT Show on Twitter, the Knick of Time Show on Instagram, and the Knick of Time Show on Facebook as well. So definitely check us out at those places if you want to find us. All right, we will be here on Friday. Friday is the Spurs.
Yep, Spurs. Yep.
Spurs. Oh, Fan Friday. Friday is Fan Friday. So if you want to come check in with us, Fan Friday is when we put the Zoom link in the chat. Fans can join us on Zoom after the game on Friday and talk Knicks basketball with us on camera. So if you guys are like, yo, I want to go on the show and I want to chat it up with you guys, you can just hop on Zoom with us and talk some Knicks basketball with us. It's time sometimes. It's time sometimes, depending on how the day goes. But if you want to do that, you can definitely can. All right, cool. So that's the show. Thank you guys for watching. And as always,
shout out the worldwide west. Everywhere we go, we leave a worldwide mess.
Some mess out here in these Knicks YouTube streets. That's the show. We out this mug.
Peace.
York, New York, big city of dreams.